University is located in Indian Country. There are 22 tribal nations in Arizona. ASU's campuses are situated on the homelands of many indigenous peoples, including the Akimel O'odham and Peepash.
Arizona State University recognizes the original inhabitants of these lands
and recognizes that they still reside throughout the Phoenix metropolitan area.
And we recognize the impact of their wisdom and generosity towards us.
If you've flown into the valley, you have undoubtedly seen the Salt River Project canals that surround the area.
Those modern-day canals follow the framework of the canals originally constructed by ancestral Sonoran Desert people, Huhulcam, to make this area both livable and a place where peoples could thrive.
We acknowledge that the modern-day indigenous nations that descended from the ancestral peoples are the original inhabitants of this land.
Welcome to Spring 2021 University Commencement and College Virtual Ceremonies for Arizona State University. We welcome our graduates, families, and guests as we celebrate the Class of 2021. The placing of the University Mace by Professor Seamin Levinson, President of the ASU Faculty Senate, signals the beginning of this official university ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce the 16th President of Arizona State University, Michael M. Crow.
Well, hard to believe, but here we are, Commencement 2021. Exciting thing is that we're all here together in one form or another. We're very excited about being able to bring you the university graduation. In this format, we've got 19,000 or so total graduating with us, but all of you also have the opportunity to be at your college or school convocation. So we're very excited. That'll be more hybrid, more personal and more interactive, but nonetheless, here we are. We're in the middle of the global pandemic. We're in the middle of rapid complexification of all things, and yet here we are. You've persevered. Your families have persevered. You've stuck with all of the things now for more than a year. And I just want to say on behalf of the university faculty, students, staff, everybody that's a part of our community, congratulations to all of you. It really is an unusual moment. It's one in which we always, when we're together in a crowd, we turn to our graduates and we ask them to thank their families. So I hope that each of you will do that. Give them a hug, give them a kiss, tell them thank you for being there, thank you for supporting me, thank you for helping me through everything, thank you for helping me to understand that I needed to keep going and keep moving, and just thank you for everything to get me here. We also ask that all the teachers in our audience stand and be recognized, the K-12 teachers, the community college faculty, and we ask that our graduates thank them, and as we thank and honor these teachers that have brought you as graduates to us. We realize that we're a part of the process. We realize that we're a part of a continuum of learning, something that we call the universal learner continuum. You go through your entire life. We believe that there's whole new ways to link learning together, so we just like to recognize all of the teachers. And then there's our faculty. ASU has over 5,000 faculty members. This is a world-class research university. We've been involved in recreating how we teach, recreating our learning environments, recreating and expanding and evolving our discovery and creativity environments. And so we found a way to construct a new kind of university, something we call a new American university. Our faculty are deeply committed to student success. Our faculty are deeply committed to community success. Our faculty are deeply committed to unbelievable demographic diversity in the student body. We work towards this. We've greatly accelerated our graduation rates, the success of our students, the moving forward of our students. And so if we were together, I'd ask all of you to rise on our faculty so that our students that are graduating could recognize you. But I just want to take a special moment for the faculty that are watching this video to say just thank you. You've been unbelievably adaptive. You've been unbelievably creative. You have persevered. You have adapted to everything. And so, we get some rocks thrown at us. How are you doing? And why are we doing this? And why are we looking at everything on Zoom technologies? And it's not as good as being physically present, and so forth and so on. And so it often isn't, but it often is, and in some cases is even better. And so what we found in this year of 2020 and 2021, what we found is that we've learned to be a better university. Our faculty have advanced. We've developed new teaching and learning techniques. And given where we are and everything that we've been through, I just want to say thank you to the faculty for all that you've been able to achieve. And I hope that each of you as students will reach out to the faculty that impacted you the most, to the faculty that had the deepest transformational effect on you, or the faculty member that really just got you going when you were down, and just say thank you. Just reach out, just say thank you, because it really has been a difficult year for everyone. This year, I hope people have seen what we have done. We've kept the institution moving forward in the middle of the first global pandemic in over 100 years. We have done that in a moment in time where the greatest scientific progress in vaccine technology that humans have ever been able to bring forward has been brought forth during this year. Now we're struggling to make sure that we get it out to everyone, but nonetheless the science has been unbelievable. We found ways to use technology to stay connected, to keep everything moving. We found ways to be generous with each other, to be generous with those that lost their jobs, to help businesses to stay open, to help families to stay intact. We at the university have done all that we could, and we can always do more if you're aware of other people that have needs, to help people to be able to graduate, to help them financially, to help them emotionally, to help them in every possible way. And so I just want to say that this has been a moment, I hope, of galvanizing you, galvanizing your thinking, and realizing that you should take nothing for granted, nothing. The world is as we make it, and the world is as we adapt to it. And so I know different people have reacted to everything in different ways, and we should be respectful of all of those reactions. We should recognize that some have been anxious and some have not been anxious, and we should recognize that what we really need to do here more than any other thing, and this is what I'm so proud of relative to ASU, is coming together, working together. We have a thing at ASU that we call the community of care, and 99% of the people involved with the university, our students, our staff, our contractors, our faculty, everybody, have taken on a burden of caring about other people as much or more than you care about yourself. And then that means we've been able to manage our way through this pandemic in very effective ways. I think the class of 2021, and I say this to people all the time, and they don't really believe me. I think our models about students and the preparation of students, students are not on a learning curve where we're giving them an education and someday they may do something. Far from it. We're living in a world now where everyone is empowered by technology. They're empowered by the internet. They're able to study across cultures. They're able to study across complex subjects. They're able to double major and triple major. They're able to do things, build things. We had a group of students this year that won the X Prize for masking technology against 1,000 other teams. We had a group of students this year, including online students, who have been involved in the design and deployment of a mission that will go on the surface of the moon. That's a scientific experiment. We've got unbelievable talent and energy in our student body, and it's not something like we're just working to prepare you. We're just working to help you to be able to get a job. Far from it. That's not what we do. Our job is to empower you to be a master learner. Our job is to take you coming to us from whatever background you come from, whatever family background you come from, whatever cultural background that you come from, and empower you to be a master learner, to be capable of learning anything, adjusting to anything, teaming across different subjects, taking on complex issues of social change, complex issues of economic development and economic progress, taking on global climate change, taking on sustainability, taking on the development of new kinds of businesses, new kinds of musical enterprises, new kinds of artistic expression. What we're after is a way in which we are set to enable and empower you. And so I've been very, very excited about watching that happen across all the dimensions of the university, our public service academy and the Watts College for public service and community solutions. Our undergraduate student body, our graduate students, I mean, they are problem solvers now. They are teachers and learners and discoverers now. We've got students involved in everything imaginable, and from my perspective, it's just fantastic. If anything, the pandemic has driven up our commitment to social equity. It's driven up our commitment to having a deep impact across our society. It's driven up the creativity of our faculty and our students, and for all of that, I am grateful. But in particular to you, you all have passed through a particular unique moment. You may not see it now. You may still be grumbling a bit about, that you're not at a all university graduation and you haven't been able to see some of your friends, and there have been obviously families that have suffered tremendous losses and all these things, but you are here and you are here with us now, and you are prepared as well as anyone that's ever been prepared in the history of our species to now move forward as a 21st century learner, as a 21st century creator, solving all these issues that we're facing, all these complexities that we're facing, and there's a number of them, and so I'm very confident that this is going to be something that you're going to be able to do. Arizona State University is an institution that is deeply committed to the combination of egalitarian access, academic excellence, and deep impact on our community. And I hope that has left each of you with a little personal addition to your mental DNA. And that means then that you understand what egalitarian access means in the functioning evolution of a democracy going forward, that you understand that we have to drive up educational attainment, that you understand that we have to make certain that our institutions to advance our democracy are not exclusive. We can't be keeping people out of things. We can't be keeping people from graduating from high school. We can't be keeping people from voting. We can't be keeping people from moving on into careers. We can't be keeping people from not being able to go to college and move forward with their lives. We can't be keeping people who didn't or weren't able to finish college from coming back and easily finishing college. And so it's all about finding a way to help the democracy to work. So if I have a single message for you, it really is this. So you've lived through a unique time. You have advanced during this unique time. You have a unique responsibility, and there's nothing to be discouraged about. Nothing at all. There is, in fact, just the opposite. This is a moment of a carpe diem moment, a seize the day moment. This is a moment for you to take your experience, to take what you've been through during this pandemic, what your family's been through during this pandemic, to take what our society has been through during this pandemic, if your family hasn't been particularly affected, to take what you've learned here at ASU and move out and seize the day. Obviously, we need all kinds of great things moving forward. We have great opportunities moving forward, and I am totally 100% confident that the graduates of Arizona State University will leave marks going forward that will alter the trajectory for our country, alter the trajectory for our planet, and we'll all be better off because of you. So congratulations to the class of 2021, and carpe diem.
We have one objective: to successfully enable those things that you dream about, to help you to be able to move through this phase of your life. Your success is our success. Empowerment is your success. We have no other reason for existence. We are here to help you. We are an institution measured on who we include versus who we exclude, and how those students succeed.
I could conclude that's the way it is.
ASU makes history here in Tempe, Arizona on a spectacular fall night.
And eventually, if we want to stabilize the CO2,
just coming into our newsroom. Starting Monday, ASU is moving all of its in-person classes to online classes in order to protect students from the coronavirus. President Michael Crow announced this.
Has thrown us a couple curveballs.
I have a professor, love her heart. Her name is Marcia, and she's 73. And I did not think she was going to be able to figure it out, but she isn't doing anything.
President, safely.
To extend greetings on behalf of the Arizona Board of Regents, I am pleased to introduce Regent Larry Pendley.
Congratulations. On behalf of the Arizona Board of Regents, it is my honor to congratulate each of you for what you have accomplished. You have, and will have today, a university degree. A university degree that you have spent long weeks, months, and years earning. It is something that has provided for you the critical thinking skills that you will need throughout your life. It has provided for you an opportunity that those without a college degree do not have. An opportunity for the new economy, an economy that will be driven through your lives by the need for increased sophisticated technological skills. It is a society that also will need the kind of individuals like you who will be prepared to participate in our democracy in a way that those without a college education don't usually participate. First of all, you'll have the critical thinking skills to evaluate information that you receive. You're far more likely to vote. You're far more likely to provide community service. That's the consequence of a college degree. You're going to graduate in a time, I know, that doesn't have the kind of jobs that you may have wished for. But I have to tell you, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic for you and for me. This is an economy, especially here in Arizona, that has been more resilient than the economy in much of our country. It is an economy that has already begun to show the kind of job growth that will matter to you as you enter your careers and graduate from the university. This is a time, I believe, to be optimistic. And I know that's a struggle these days with all that we see and hear. But it is a time for you to commence on your career with the kind of experience, the kind of knowledge and skills that will serve you well throughout your life. On behalf of the Arizona Board of Regents, congratulations.
Now to present remarks on behalf of the ASU Alumni Association, Chair of the Board, Chris Hill.
A very special greeting to the distinguished members of the class of 2021. On behalf of over 500,000 alumni around the world, I want to extend congratulations on your graduation from Arizona State University, the new American university. I know you are extremely proud of this accomplishment. While these are unprecedented times that you will remember, I hope you will also have all of those other memories like I have had over the years, both in the classroom and outside. Meeting individuals who have become lifelong friends, rooting for our Sun Devils, joining a club or intramural team, cramming for exams, all that and more. And now, today, you'll be graduating from the most innovative university in the United States. President Crow and his leadership team are transforming higher education, and you, the class of 2021, are the beneficiaries as alumni of this great institution. The ASU Alumni Association is your constant connection to ASU. As an Army ROTC graduate and a 20-year Army veteran who traveled all over our country and the world, one constant I always had through the Alumni Association was an ability to connect with fellow Sun Devil alumni anywhere I was stationed. So whether you remain in Arizona or move out of the state or to another country, there was always an alumni presence. Sun Devils are everywhere. I invite you to become involved in the Alumni Association and remain engaged with your alma mater and fellow Sun Devils. Sun Devil alumni who are celebrating with the class of 2021, please congratulate and welcome the newest members of our ASU alumni family. Congratulations, graduates, and forks up.
Now to present remarks on behalf of the Graduate and Professional Student Association, John Oyas, President of GPSA.
Class of 2021, congratulations. We graduated and earned our respective degrees during a global crisis and a worldwide pandemic. What? Like it's hard? All jokes aside, graduating during this time of our lives speaks volumes about our character and our ability to maintain focus to achieve our dreams regardless of the curveballs life throws at us. We persevered. On the afternoon of March 11, 2020, we were all told by the university administration that our academic and student life will change drastically as we know it. We will not have access to our physical classrooms. We will not have face-to-face interactions with our classmates, and we will be forced to live life in front of our computer screens and through our fingertips. This brought challenges we never thought we had to deal with during our academic careers. Some of us lost loved ones. Some of us had to take care of children and vulnerable family members while meeting academic obligations. And for the most of us, we have had to go through the most difficult of challenges without having the comfort of a hug. It may be an understatement to say that this year was tough, but it's not an understatement to say that we were tougher. We have grown and learned so many things far beyond what the four corners of the classroom can teach us. We learn how to show care and be men and women for others, even in virtual spaces. We learned to advocate for ourselves when we needed help, and most importantly, we learned how to keep the fighting spirit alive. I hope you take this opportunity to look back and see the better version of yourself that you have become. But of course, we could not have done this alone. We had loved ones, friends, colleagues, and mentors guide us through the ups and downs of our academic and professional careers. And to them, I say my greatest thank you. My final message for you, class of 2021, is that when you remember this time of our lives, don't remember it as a lonely and chaotic time, but instead celebrate your resilience, your achievements, and your fight to keep your ambitions alive, because the next generations who will come after us may need this type of inspiration in the future. Once again, this is John Oyas, an immigrant from Cebu, Philippines, a graduate of Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law, and the graduate student government president of the largest public university in the United States of America. I wish you all, my fellow Sun Devils, my warmest congratulations, and go Devils.
Now to present remarks on behalf of Undergraduates Student Government, Troy Anderson, President of Undergraduate Student Government for the Polytechnic Campus.
Students, friends, faculty, and family, I am proud to speak before you today. For the past 3 years, I have worked alongside some of the most innovative and hardworking people I have met to represent you through undergraduate student government. Today, I get to represent you one last time. This year has been a difficult one. There is not a single one of us who has remained untouched by the COVID-19 pandemic. But a pandemic will not be the legacy of today's graduates. I hope that in 10, 20 years, my fellow graduates and I will look back on our final years at ASU knowing that in spite of a global pandemic, we succeeded. We obtained our degrees, we took care of our families, we united our friends, faculty, and professors to fight for human rights and the safety of our environment. Today's graduating class is filled with first-generation students, students who never thought that they would be graduating from college, students doing double duty as parents, students who always knew what they wanted to major in, and students who are still figuring life out. Regardless of who you are as a graduate today, we all share the unwillingness to be held back by the problems of our world, whether they be viral or systemic. We would like to recognize students who have worked full or part-time while pursuing a degree, students who have participated in community service or volunteer work while pursuing a degree, and those students who are first-generation graduates. These are just a few of many ways students identify themselves. As a whole, they represent the purpose of the university, to educate and to enrich the lives of students. On behalf of all of the students from the Tempe, West, Polytechnic, and downtown campuses, and to students completing degrees through ASU's online programs, congratulations to all of today's graduates.
We now recognize students graduating with academic honors and those who have committed to military service and the conferral of degrees. Presentations will be made by President Crow and Provost Ciro.
This is part of the program where we go back in time, all the way back to what's called Latin honors, all the way back to the formation of the universities 1,000 years ago. Cambridge University, Oxford University, Uppsala University in Sweden, Bologna University in Italy, University of Paris, and others where they spoke in Latin. I don't know how they did that, but that's what they taught in, and they had Latin honors for their very, very significant achievements in academia in Latin. And so what we say here is that to graduate cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of between 3.4 and 3.59. I'd like to reach out and congratulate all of our students who are graduating today with the honor cum laude. We have a second Latin honor that we call magna more cum laude. It requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79. So graduates with the honor magna cum laude, we congratulate you. And then finally, at the top of the peak, those the brainiacs that are out there that have really moved forward and achieved what we call summa cum laude. This requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 or above. Join me in honoring this year's graduates who have achieved the honor summa cum laude. Thank you.
Provost Ciro will now present the Moeur Award.
Arizona State University is pleased to recognize the graduates who achieved excellent scholastic records. During their undergraduate years at the university, they have attained the highest grade point average of the May 2021 graduating class while completing all their work at Arizona State University in no more than 8 semesters. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate Moeur Award recipients for Spring 2021. Arizona State University is proud to be a strong supporter of military veterans who serve their country, as well as students pursuing futures in the armed services through their participation in ROTC program. We would like to formally recognize all graduating ROTC students and graduating students who are or have been members of the armed services. Thank you for your commitment. We're proud to call you Sun Devils. President Crow, on behalf of the faculty of Arizona State University, I'm pleased to recommend the graduates completing the PhD as well as professional doctoral degrees and master degree candidates. They have fulfilled all requirements for this degree and are worthy of that distinction.
So here we are, you're finishing your master's degree and your doctoral degree, a complicated process of working with our faculty. Very proud of all of you. And so based on your efforts and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents and on the recommendations of the world-class faculty of Arizona State University, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate doctoral degree or master's degree and welcome you to the company of scholars with all of its rights, honors, privileges, and as I always say, most importantly, obligations. Congratulations, masters. Congratulations, doctors.
President Crow, on behalf of the faculty of Arizona State University, I'm pleased to recommend the graduates completing the bachelor degree. They have all fulfilled the requirements for this degree and are worthy of that distinction.
When we're all together, I usually get last-minute data to see who's actually finished for the bachelor's degree. And so I can say that all of you that are here, that are part of this graduation, even up to the last second, we've gotten you all through. And so we're very, very excited to now actually officially graduate you. So let me do that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, on the recommendation of the world-class faculty of Arizona State University, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate bachelor's degree and admit you to the Fellowship of Educated Women and the Fellowship of Educated Men with all of its rights, honors, privileges, and most importantly, obligations. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Meredith Toth, Assistant Dean for Digital Learning. Welcome to the Spring 2021 Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College Convocation Ceremony at Arizona State University. On behalf of all of us at Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College, congratulations, graduates. We're here to celebrate the accomplishments and resilience of our doctoral, master's, and baccalaureate students who are graduating today. Our format may be virtual, but your achievements are real, and so is our enthusiasm for all that you have accomplished. Next, it is my pleasure to welcome Carole Basile, Dean of Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College.
Hi, I'm Carole Basile, Dean of ASU's Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College. I wish we could be together in an arena full of balloons, noise, and families as we celebrate the accomplishments of this year's graduates earning bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. But we are together in spirit. To those of you who are partners, parents, siblings, friends, and other supporters of our graduates, thank you for supporting your ASU students through their academic careers, especially this past year of extreme challenge. Graduates, whether you are a teacher, leader, researcher, or policymaker, whether you are in a school, a company, a museum, or any other place where teaching and learning happens, and that includes homes, we think you're going to play a role in improving education, in igniting individual minds, and improving systems. On behalf of all members of our extended learning community, it gives me great pleasure to offer congratulations on your achievement, your persistence, and your growth. This pandemic year of physical, emotional, and cognitive disruption has surely tested all of us in so many ways. For many of you, this year has been a collision between the School of Classes and Assignments and the School of Experience. It has been both a burden and an opportunity. And you have balanced your studies and other obligations with the disruption in your lives, which I know range from annoying to severe and even tragic. All of us at Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College are inspired by so much of what we have seen from you. We have seen grace, we have seen grit, we've seen empathy, generosity, and selflessness. Graduates, we have seen how you have supported one another. We have seen you adapt. But most of all, we have seen you continue to serve learners even as you fought your own battles, cared for your own families, and zigzagged your way through all kinds of unforeseen challenges. At our college, we speak of our core value of principled innovation. Here are the 4 qualities that might ground this idea: moral, civic, intellectual, and performance. Moral qualities such as empathy, compassion, and fairness help us keep sight of the irreducible dignity of all people, especially the youngest, and of the realness of their experience. Civic qualities such as the desire to understand others remind us that we are social beings and that ultimately we thrive not by ourselves, but in a community. Intellectual qualities such as critical thinking and problem solving keep us honest with ourselves and with one another. They help us resist bias, pursue truth, and know fact from opinion, even when that's hard. Performance qualities such as initiative, creativity, perseverance, resilience, risk-taking, and collaboration help us marry the quality of our actions to the strength of our convictions. They help us transform our good intentions into meaningful outcomes. And as you head out into the world, I hope you keep in mind this idea of principled innovation. Because in a very real sense, you have all embodied principled innovation this year. Principled innovation is about honing and nurturing your character so you can make morally informed decisions about how you conduct yourselves amidst uncertainty. It's a framework for ethical behavior, for individual and collective action that allows us to address and challenge systemic problems in order to improve the well-being of others. So there you have it. Not much to ask, right? We may not know what the future will bring, but we know the future will come. It will arrive, and you will be there to greet it. Listen and exercise your moral muscle. Help people and nurture your civic character. Think and think again as you hone those intellectual tools. Navigate uncertainty and seek allies in both expected and unexpected places as you improve your own performance and maximize the joy you take in living and working. And don't forget, take care of yourself. Make it better. Figure it out together. Get out there and help make a world with optimism, joy, humor, courage, and most of all, love.
Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College is proud to present awards to graduating students who exemplify outstanding achievement in leadership, service, and academics. Please join me in congratulating the first of many students we will celebrate today, our spring outstanding undergraduate, Kiara Johansson. Kiara, who served as an AmeriCorps peer mentor to first-year students, graduates today with a degree in special education and elementary education. Dr. Amber Benedict, one of her professors, says the field of education and special education is so fortunate to have Kiara as a future teacher and leader. She has a bright future before her and will work with a sense of urgency to ensure that students with disabilities receive a fair and appropriate education. Please welcome Kiara Johansson.
Hi, I'm Kiara and I'm graduating with a degree in special and elementary education. I'm excited to serve my students next fall as a resource teacher at a local elementary school. I'm so excited to have reached this point in my journey, and I couldn't have gotten here without the support of my family, friends, and the mentors I've met here at ASU. They were always there for me on the challenging days, and I hope they know how much their support means to me. I'd also like to thank the Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College for nominating me for this award, as well as creating such a supportive environment during these unprecedented times. I'm proud to be a product of this creative and diverse group of educators. As I reflect on my time here at ASU, I'm grateful for the opportunity I had to study abroad and serve as an AmeriCorps peer mentor. Both of these experiences allowed me to serve in my community and build long-lasting friendships. I'm excited to take these learning experiences into the next chapter of my life. As educators, I want to remind you to seize every day as an opportunity to make a difference. Congratulations, we did it.
Next, please join me in congratulating Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College Outstanding Graduate Student and Doctor of Philosophy, Dawn Demps. As she entered the final year of the PhD in Education Policy and Evaluation program, Dawn was awarded a highly competitive dissertation fellowship by the American Association of University Women. Her dissertation research, based on her community work, addresses the overdisciplining and exclusion of Black students in educational spaces. It provides us with a rich and humanizing understanding of how a group of mothers advocate for Black children in schools. Dawn represents the very best of engaged scholar activism. She blends a wealth of organizing experience, social science research methods and theories in an artful and skillful manner. After graduation, she heads to Tucson to join the Department of Educational Policy Studies and Practice in the College of Education at the University of Arizona as an assistant professor. Please welcome Dr. Dawn Demps.
To the class of 2021, I would like to thank my mother, who has been very supportive of everything I've done since I've come out to Arizona to do this program. I would like to thank my children, Journey, Jayanti, and Zor, who of course are the inspiration for everything that I do. And last but definitely not least, I would like to thank my committee, Dr. Melanie Bertrand, Dr. Keon McGuire, Dr. Carrie Sampson, Dr. Catherine Nakagawa, and Dr. David Stovall, who have been so supportive and guided me and really shown me a model of what mentoring looks like. The thing I'm proudest of most is completing a dissertation during a pandemic. I think we all should be applauded for this super crazy year and the things that we have accomplished. I would also like to just leave a message to the class of 2021. A couple pieces of advice I would say is to make sure you run your own race. Don't look at what everyone else is doing and become intimidated and downhearted by what you think you haven't accomplished. Everyone has to walk their path. The other thing I would say is use discernment in the advice that you take. You will get a lot of people who will tell you what it is you should do, but you know what you came here to accomplish and you know what your goals are, and you don't need anyone's permission to be great. And last but definitely not least is make sure you are surrounded by a very supportive team. My committee, I believe, is the best committee in the world, but it wasn't just my committee. I had other mentors and models who stepped in and showed me and guided me along the way within the department and even outside of the department across the campus of Arizona State University. So as long as you got your tight team and that tribe cheering you on, I promise you will be successful.
It's now time to recognize our Moeur Award winners, Outstanding Resident Students, and Outstanding Lead Teacher. Recipients of the Moeur Award are graduates with the highest academic standing, a cumulative 4.0 GPA, who have completed their coursework through 8 consecutive spring and fall semesters at ASU. The Outstanding Resident Award is given to teacher preparation students who excel at their work in schools while fulfilling their professional experience requirements. Finally, the award for Outstanding Lead Teacher recognizes an educator who is an exceptional role model for our residents. Over the course of his 25 years in the field, this individual has built an open and collaborative learning environment in which residents thrive. Congratulations to all of our award winners, including Outstanding Resident Students Brooke Durborough and Brianna Kunkel, and Outstanding Lead Teacher Jason Ruthman. we have reached the portion of the program where we recognize each member of this graduating class. Please note, graduates will be recognized in alphabetical order. The following slides are also an unofficial list of students who applied to graduate by the spring 2021 deadline. Graduates who filed after the deadline may not be listed. I encourage you to be vocal and visible in your support of graduating Sun Devils. We'd love to see your celebrations. Share your photos and congratulations online with the hashtags MLFTCgrad and ASUgrad.
Sana Abdullah, Jesse Despa Abeda, Venessa A. Abner, Hani Abo Al-Higa, Nader Abuzaina, Kayla Aberjan Makane, Desiree Abreu, Connor Acree, Amber Nicole Adams, Brian Michael Adams, Kaylee Agent, Christina Marie Davila Aguilar, Kelsey Bercy Aguilar, Aaron Leslie Ihara, Jennifer Wilhelmina Ajudua, Cynthia Alafa, Hazmia Alam, Fawaz Albahu, Valerie Alexandra Alegre, Anferni Deshawn Alexander, Isabel Alejandra Alfaro, Gabriela Ray Vega Alford, Sayeda Aini Ali, Ruba Saleh Al-Khatib, Heather Randall Allen, Lamis T. Al-Nagar, Erica Alonso, Robin de la Costa Alparaz, Hajir Al-Salmani, Tatum Summer Alsop, Adriana Alvarado, Gabrielle Alyssa Alvarado, Denise Del Rosario Alvarez, Maricela Benita Alvarez, Melissa Renee Alvarez, Itzel Alviso, Emily Rose Amadio, Edward M. Amato, Charles Robert Amador Jr., Sarah K. Ammons, Kaylee M. Anderson, Tyra John L. Anderson, Jennifer Andrade, Gabrielle Angel, Carrie Lynn Angerhofer, Brock Annenson, David Michael Apodaca, Danielle Rae Applegate, Lori Aram, Steve Michael Arcus, Sarah McLean Archer, Daniella Armendariz, Jenna Marie Armenta, Jennifer Eileen Arpero, Andrea Arroyo, Karina Arroyo, Jacqueline Lee Arthur, Shelby Ann Arvidsson, Alexandra Candy Astorga, Carl Estrella, Carla Atencio, Laura Michelle Atwood, Anaí Guadalupe Avena, Jonathan Jose Aviles, Ashley Hannah Avina, Linda Shafiq Awad, Ulika Dikle Aiden, Francisco Ayon, Kristen J. Ayers, Corazon Patricia Aznar, Brianna Natalie Babico, Ilana Jai Bachman, Stephanie Yi-Lan Bai, Matthew Cornelius Bailey, Patricia Suzanne Bailey, Morgan Bailey, Cayetano S. Bailon III, Dakota Bain, Chandra Newsom Bair, Danielle Bair, Isabel Denise Baker, Paige Elizabeth Baker, Britt Deanne Baldridge, Cassandra D. Baldwin, Olivia Balkan, Mariana Parker Balco, Shoni Caroline Boyce Banica, Sabrina Gabrielle Marquez Baptista, Cole Henry Barclay, Michael Barker, Michelle Barker, Gerard Barmaxizian, Kelsey Rae Barnes, Sarah Amber Barnes, Natalie Barnwell, Jessica Ann Barocas, Jennifer Margaret Barron, Kendra Marie Barrera, Hailee Barrett, Tarita Renee Barron, Charles Lee Barton, Victoria Bate, Alexis Bates, Crystal B. Battles, John Sheldon Batty, Savannah Bauer, Melissa Bakken, Sarah Bea, Jessica Bazan, Brittany Beals, Jody Bean, Dylan Beasley, Dallas W. Beatty, Taylor Ann Becerro, Maria Faye Casaclang Beck, Krista Becker, David Dixon Beery, Linda Lee Ballou, Abazinia Bell, Haley Nicole Bell, Nicole Marie Bell, Ashley Elizabeth Bensix, Justin Lee Beneway, Vanessa Benjamin, Jessica Nicole Benahoff, Crystal Sherelle Bennett, Chelsea Ann Bennington, Sarah Bethany Bergklint, Serena K. Bernard, Elise Danielle Bernthal, Jacqueline Charlene Berry, Patricia Ellen Berry, Basant Mohammed Besh, Jonathan Milo Bessage, Jacob Edward Bessman, Jamie N. Beulah, Quinn Aubrey Baynard, Daniela Bianco, Ariana Sue Bjorn, Raymond Henry Biramumaso, Claire M. Burns, Mary Elizabeth Bischoff, Sarah Marie Bishop, Bibi Liliana Blanco, Derani Mabel Blanco Flores, Jamie Nicole Bogue, Emily Nicole Bach, Haley Nicole Boddington, Jennifer Hintz Boggs, Cassie Bolig, Candace Nicole Borer, Heather Marie Bonowitz, Marvin Adolfo Bonilla Jr., David Samuel Booker, Jake Augustine Buderbaugh, Anissa Borgens, Samantha Elizabeth Borrero, Magdalena Boldo, Christina Ann Bordeaux Mulder, Danele Bova, Savannah Bodish, Nicole Lynn Bowers, Jane M. Bozick, Matthew J. Bracamonte, Rachel Lee Bradford, Emily K. Branham, Tina Renee Branham Justice, Amanda Marie Brannon, Sharice Lucas, Alyssa Brennan, Casey Lynn Brennan, Mary Jean Bricolette, Jewel May Broadway, Caitlin Rose Brody, Eileen Patricia Broom, Curtis Brothers Sr., Brianna Marie Brower, Megan Sarah Brower, Aaron Christopher Brown, Amari Faye Brown, Angel Deborah Brown, Delaney Abigail Brown, Delidia Leandra Brown, Jamie Lynn Brown, Jonathan S. Brown, Lindsay Allen Brown, Melissa Ann Brown, Maria Eugenia Brubaker, Amber Daisy Broomer, Emily Catherine Brunda, Bailey Darlene Bruni, Christopher David Brunst, Jessica Diane Bryant, Stephanie M. Buckler, Catherine Jennifer Buckley, Erin Marie Bukvich, Brianna Teresa Burkhart, Cassidy Lee Burnett, Erica Danielle Burnett, Nathan Burns, Kyla Barola, Janisha Ontavia Burton, Sarah Christine Burton, Michaela Jo Bustamante, Diarelli Bustamante Villalobos, Kesley Ann Butler, Rosalia Cabrera, Shayna Cafone, Jocelyn Calderon, Veronica Elaine Calhoun, Valeria Calaguirre, Patricia Callis, Paloma Isabel Calvillo, Victoria Maria Camarillo Aguilar, Christian D. Cameron, Joanne M. Campa, Kelly Marie Campbell, Ryan Morrell Campbell, April Brittany Camping, Yvette Amaraini Campos, Jaslyn Vanessa Canales, Heather Lee Canfield, Kelly Colleen Canaday, Sella Jane Cannon, Mackenzie Cannon, Naomi Capalnas, Jacqueline Rosette and Tapa Capanzana, Monique Elizabeth Capozio, Danae Kristen Cardenas, Alicia Carlson, Lyric Elise Carmack, Jillian Jane Carnacci, Yoselin Caro, Emma R. Carpenter, Tracy Carr, Bianca Itzel Carrera, Paulina Carrillo, Emma Charlotte Carson, Andrea F. Carter, Gabriela Donatelli Casale, Carly Noel Casillas, Bella Leah Casanello, Lourdes Castaneda, Alexandra Castillo, Lisa Castillo, Morgan Elizabeth Caulfield, Jessica Faith Cefalo, Moises Jr. Centeno, Carolina Isabel Cervantes, Daisy Cervantes, Lauren Nicole Cervantes, Michaela Serwinski, Michelle Noriega Caidez, Kia Lynn Chambers, Jonathan Melvin Chambly, Janice Chan, Oscar Tsun Lam Chan, Isabel Lynn Chandler, Emma Clarice Cheney, Sona Changela, Abigail Elizabeth Chase, Janet Chavez, Tiffany Chin, Hannah Elizabeth Chismar, Molly Wilson Chittum, Adib Chowdhury, Serena L. Christensen, Wai-Yun Chung, Cody Adrain Church, Ames Benjamin Clark, Kayla Nicole Clark, Harrison Clark, Jessica L. Clark, Kira Ann Clark, Martha C. Clark, Megan Lee Clark, Kara D. Clinksales, Brooke Danielle Cloninger, Emily Ledford Cloninger, Kevin Close, Trey Jean Clymer, Kathleen Nicole Tanco, Kara Iman Coburn, Lisa Carol Cochran, Morgan Cochran, Courtney Elizabeth Kaufman, Danielle Cohan, Griselda Cohen, Lauren Jean Coleman, Max Colfer, Holly A. Collins, Mariah Patricia Collins, Sarah Collins, Amy Collins Montalbano, Morgan Page Colon, Jeannie Marie Colton, Matthew Dean Saurio Comandante, Chelsea Marie Consett, Tiana Coney,
Elena Diane Conti,
Molly Conway, Aubrey Lee Cook, Amelia Grace Cook, Kala Denise Cook, Cody Cooper, Hannah Elizabeth Cooper, Nicholas George Corbeil, Anita Yolanda Cordero Doors, Janita L. Cordova, Jamie Tomoko Cornejo, Emily Cornell, Graham Earl Corp, Kelsey Elaine Cortez, Yesenia Cortez Calzada, Janelle Ivana Cota, Victoria Susan Coughlin, Otha K. Council Jr., Jade Cox, Lauren Olivia Cox, Sabrina Renee Cox, Delaney Marie Crane, Amanda Mary Creighton, Kelsey D. Crawford, Caroline Croman, Kylie Eileen Cronin, Haley Rianne Crook, Blake M. Crutchfield, Kimberly Cruz, Zethan Rivera Cruz, Melissa Cruz Delgado, Hannah Michelle Culpepper, Arizona Cunningham, Jennifer Cunningham, Thomas Patrick Cunningham, Micah L. Kerfman, Carmela Curiel Perez, Brooke Amber Curlyhair, Carly Riley Curtis, Jennifer Curtis, Sonia Sierra Curtis, Jennifer K. Custis, Michelle Dagg, Cesar Humberto Dagnino IV, Molly Marie Dahl, Sonia Dahlberg, Anna N. Daly, Faith Elizabeth Dalzell, Carmen Camille Daniel, Julie Marie Darland, Michaela F. Dowds, Alec G. Davies, Rachel Elizabeth Davies, Anna Davila, Jasmine Marie Davis Pearson, Teresa M. De Herrera, Guadalupe Adela de Jesus, Sandra Maria de la Cruz, Elizabeth A. Dean, Traylon DeBray, Holly Grace DeCamp, Alexander Nicholas DeCarlo, Heather Marie Deco Achenbach, Dion Philip Lescano de Guzman, Julia Dibe, Emma Rose Decky, Emil Eileen de la Cruz, Adasa Itzai Delgado, Antoinette Delgado, Marissa Ann Delphine, Andrew David Dembeck, Anastasia Demore, Don M. Demps, Artavia Danielle Dennis, Dominique Marie DeRose, Anmol Priya Desai, Gabriela de Santiago, Esmeralda Desiderio, Renee Luisa De Soto, Wendy Dessalines, Denise Santos Destura, Catherine Elizabeth Devereaux, Abigail Rose DeVito, Reagan Michelle Diaz, Wendy Marie Diaz, Christina Mercedes Dickon, Krista Lee Sue DiDomenico, Amelia Teresa Dingathal, Kayla DiPietro, James L. Disrude, Madison Dobkin, Alicia Hope Dobner, Ross Patrick Dodson, Desiree Ashley Dolek, Alejandro Jomira Dominguez, Haley Olivia Dominguez, Katie Donaldson, Jody L. Donner, Christopher Michael Donovan, Malak Douglas, Catherine Dove, Julia Rachel Dowell, Angelica Christine Downing, Kaylee O. Drescher, Kara Dressler, Tiffany Drevo, Kenneth Dwayne Drew, Ryan William Dubinin, Sarah L. Duffy, Dana Duggan, Morgan Doogie, Danielle Duncan, Courtney Mae Dunn, Pamela Alexandra Dunner, Lauren Alice Dunning, Desiree Jalissa Duran, Maria N. Duran Covarrubias, Erin Margaret Eels, Andrew Daniel Eason, Lacia Janine Eaton, Michaela Rain Eberhardt, Lushanya A. Echevarria, Tori Renee Eckley Dunphy, Alejandra Gonzalez Edmonds, Kimberly Page Edmondson, Carson Nicole Edwards, Marcia J. Edwards Beal, Dakota Jean Errett, Kelly Eichhoff, Kelsey Ann Ide, Alyssa Mae Eisner, Alexa J. Eldracker, Amanda Elizabeth Endress, Mackenzie Adele Enright, Ana Gabriela Enriquez Hernandez, Stephen Earl Entenman, Rebecca Marie Epley, Alexis Marie Erbschlow, Brissa Escalante, Jonathan Escatel Reyes, Heather Nicole Esparza, Sean Espinal, Carolina Espinoza, Monica Espinoza, Jenna Nicole Estes, Ingrid Estrada, Alondra Rosario Estrella, Rodrigo Estrella, Cassandra Ezekiel, Carly Fabian, Leah Janelle Fairweather, Megan Brooke Fallon, Erica Fallon, Lauren Maria Ferrister Alvarez, Heather Ann Fallon, Kelly Fonts, Paige Felton, Taylor Fenton, Aaron Ferguson, Samantha Marie Furla, Anna Cecilia Fernandez, Robert Joseph Fernandez, Cynthia G. Fernandez Tafoya, Sarah Andrena Ferrer Aponte, Natalie Marie Ferrulo, Christine Fessenden, Danny Joe Feeblecorn, Catherine Emily Figueroa, Laverne Malone Figueroa, Aaron Finglass, Dominique A. Finley, Kylie Van Fisher, Brock Fitzgerald, Jennifer Rose Fix, Kristen Lynn Fleming, Clinton Fletcher, Mallory Fletcher, Mary Margaret Flora, Diana Flores, Jessica Marjorie Flores, Jacqueline Flores Corona, Samantha Chase Flynn, Mary Foley, Amanda Elizabeth Foltz, Bobby Lee Ford, Claudia Gabriella Ford, Andrea Helen Fossum, Amber D. Foster, Damone Foster, Taylor Foster, Heather Fowler, Sarah Ann France, Colleen Franklin, Sarah Ann Frechette, Michael John Frederick, Margaret McGowan Fry, Kylie Jacqueline Frunchak, Madison Ann Fry, Angela Salido Furman, Jacob Fuqua, Heather Nicole Furlong, Kimberly Gaeta, Hope Elizabeth Gagan, Shelby Gaynor, Bianca Brianna Galindo, Victor Hugo Galindo Jr., Esperanza Romana Gallegos, Stephen Michael Gallegos, Alexis Marie Garcia, Gabriela Garcia, Jeffrey Paul Garcia, Philip Garcia, Richard Centennial Garcia III, Victoria May Garcia, Elizabeth Garcia Martinez, Maria Garcia Ribikoff, Taylor Don Gardner, Jessica Lee Garner, Jacob Garrity, Eduardo Luis Gaspar, Eva Georgiev, Anastasia Melina Quiotas, Adriana Geraldo, Caitlin Janine Guerrier, Manvir Kaur Gill, Christopher Edward Gilmore, Ashley Caroline Gistinger, Lacey Gibbons, Garrett Van Sclapian, Phoebe Elizabeth Glaw, Priscilla Glick, Sarah Joanna Glenn Green, Donovan Russell Goff, Tiffany Denise Guar, Christopher A. Gomez, Youngkyu Gong, Clarabelle Gonzalez, Daisy Gonzalez, Jaylene Gonzalez, Jasmine Gonzalez, Natalia Gonzalez, Irene Heine Good, Rachel Elaine Goodpaster, Jessica Renee Gore, Nathan Gorgon, John Gorman, Harrison R. Gao, Colleen Marie Grant, Journey Sarai Graver, Sarah Elizabeth Graves, Emma Green, Shannon Elizabeth Green, Sierra Marissa Green, Julie Anna Green, Lauren Ashley Green, Elizabeth Ann Grissard, Samantha Lauren Greenidge, Sydney McQueston Green, Aaron Lee Gropel, Kenna Grossman, Emily Grabinski, Alyssa Marie Guerra, Veronica Geisinger, Caitlin Jean Gumman, Alexis Ann Gutierrez, Gabrielle Mia Gutierrez, Sylvia Gutierrez, Erica M. Gutierrez Estrada, Kayla Geyer, Abigail Marie Guyton, Moises Guzman Lopez, Jocelyn Guzman Miramontes, Elizabeth Guzman Ortiz, Christy Hagan, Cheryl Hackett, Thomas Hainel, Rachel Catherine Hafer, Lacey J. Hare, Abir Hakimi, Nicholas Walter Halko, Pamela Hall, Rachel Hollis, Ronnie Lynn Hallett, Kaylee Lynn Halsey, Christina Hamby, Penny Lynn Hamlin, Jasmine Leilani Hammett, Holly Ann Hancock, Amy Lee Hanley, Catherine Rose Hanneman, Amanda Joy Hare, Callie Noel Harmon, Megan Ann Harmon, Christine Marie Harper, Carson Donald Harris, Meredith Marie Harris, Natalie Rose Harris, Victoria Harrison, Aisha Hart, Marina Marie Hartford, Tiffany Lena Harvey, Christina May Haskins, Kelly Marie Honschild, Alana Haupt, Hannah Rose Hayes, Melanie C. Hagner, Nicole Crystal Heisman, Paige Lynanne Helms, Shelby Hemley, Pamela June Henderson, Sarah Ruth Ann Henderson, Brianne T. Hendrickson, Emily Tina Hang, Brooke Julia Henover, Allison G. Hensel, Michaela Renee Hermes, Alejandra Hernandez, Crystal A. Hernandez, Ismael Hernandez, Janice Hernandez, Jennifer Marie Hernandez, John P. Hernandez, Luis Andres Hernandez, Luis Vicente Hernandez, Rosa Maria Hernandez, Mackenzie Hare, Haley Renee Heron, Ashley Brianne Herrera, Jose Willers Herrera, Trent Herring Harmon, Alexis Marie Heron, Melissa Ann Hirsch, Jessica Suzanne Hirschman, Christy Pennington Hirschner, Alexandra T. Hess II, Andrew Stewart Hickman, Genevieve Maxine Higgins, Zahira Najiba Hill, Grant David Hillard, Melanie Beth Hilton, Kurt Anthony Hinton, Shauna Maria Hjalmarsson, Tui Kwe Ho, Olivia Hodge, Cassandra Ann Hoffman, Carla Faye Holloway, Madeline E. Holman, Cheyenne Rose Holmes, Madison Holmes, Victoria Holmes, April Brown Holton, Lauren Blair Holtzer, Caitlin Adele Homler, Rebecca Black, Melissa Horton, Sarah Rose Horton, Jamie Susan Hostler, Gabriel Howe, Casey Lynn Howells, Shandi Toon, Nicole Marie Hubbard, Emily Kathleen Hudson, Carissa Hughes, Stephanie Nicole Hughes, Melissa Martina Humphrey, Kaylee M. Hurlbert, Jonah Kobe Hurst, Kayla Nicole Houston, Brittany M. Huth, Kwok Tui Eric Quinn, Inez Abdulia Ibarra, Audrey Lynn Ingersoll, Jordan Ingersoll, Samantha Ingram, Chelsea Christine Eisler, Paulina Valentinova Ivanova, Joy Danielle Ivy, Amy Lauren Jackson, Jessica Jackson, Sarah Marie Jackson, Connie Marie Ibanez Jacobe, Ashley Cheryl Jacobs, Jessica Jo Jager, Melissa James, Muntaha Jamil Ahmed Pocha, Holly Marie Jameson, Chloe Nicole Jashinsky, Therese Jude Jean-Louis, Willem Jensen, Alyssa Hope Jewett, Kathleen Elizabeth Jimenez, Vedran Josic, Kiara Victoria Johansson, Bailey Johnson, Cameron Marcel Johnson, Heather Johnson, Jamal Johnson Jr., Kira Johnson, Lauren Elizabeth Johnson, Shelby Johnson, Dianese Twivy Johnson, Wesley David Johnson, Cypress Rain B. Jones, Infinity Sade Jones, Megan Marie Jones, Robin Jones, Rebecca G. Youngavard, Kristen Renee Jorshak, Ethan Jordan, Jennifer Home Jordan, Jordan Daniel Joy, Caroline Diana Joyce, Charissa Faith Juarez, Kayla R. Juarez, Andrea Marie Justice, Elizabeth Kadakia, Jessica Kadner, Emily J. Kafu, Harshada Rina Kalidas, Jasmine Dualan Kalasorg, Amanda R. Camp, Jong-in Kang, Ashley Elizabeth Cardis, Fowlin Connolly Carl, Erica Caroli, Christopher Andrew Kasnat, Carrie Katz, Brittany Ann Kaufman, Chloe Kaufman, Sherry Key, Heather Lynn Keeley, Jennifer Margaret Keller, Mary Catherine Keller Boudreau, Kristen Kelly, Brittany Kelly, Donna Jean Kelly, Henry Kelly, Fiona M. Kelly, Sophie Christina Kelly, David Kendalo, Taylor M. Kessner, Rachel Ellen Keys, Amira I. Kalafala, Khaled A. Kamis, Sarah Bailey Kiefer, Catherine Kilgore, Christine Yeon Kim, John Myung-hoon Kim, Leah Michelle Kincaid, Rebecca Kennedy Kinsey, James Lewis Kitchell, Christy Marie Kleiser, Kristen Klinger, Janessa Amay Klutz, Holly Marie Koch, Stacy Ann Kosman, Victoria Chengit Kozma, Jacqueline Krebs, Amanda Catherine Krell, Kyle Arthur Creston, Michaela Bell Krinsky, Joshua Kester, Kelsey Elizabeth Kester, Karen Ann Kuhn, Kendra Colby, Lauren H. Camaro, Brianne May Kunkel, Sylvia Cornelwan, Alexandra Michelle Kachi, Lin Kiang, Carolyn La, Savannah Lacey, Stephanie Nicole Lakovich, Amanda Nicolette LaFrenz, Brenda Johanna Linez, Elizabeth Nicole Lake, Tabitha Hillary Lancina, Abigail Lynn Lanchik, Jessica Landa, Erin Christine Lane, Jennifer Catherine Lane, Alicia Lind Lang, Isaiah Mackay LaRue Knight, Hannah Lashin, Lauren Amber Lashley, Brittany Renee Latham, Melinda Cho Lau, Michael Walter Loretta, Melissa Lynn Laval Parent, Carrie Ann Lavery, Cecile Laksamana, Emily Sarah Layton, Christine Lee, Connor Charles Leahy, Jaslyn Leapart, Brandon J. LeBlanc, L. M. LeBlanc, Ariel Ledesma, Isaiah Juwan Ledford, Devin Alexandra Ledrew, Jeffrey A. Lee, Liliana Rose Lee, Mai Lee, Chase Lee Hong, Christy Ann Lehner, Alyssa Noel Lemire, Madison N. Lentz, Natalie Ann Lenson, Corey Kathleen Levis, Savannah Lynn Marie Levis, Dakia Katricia Lewis, Elizabeth Lewis, Stephanie K. Lewis, Victoria Shane Lewis, Alexis Leva, Ya-Chin Lee, Xing Liao, Taylor Libby, Jessica Lecurgo, Alyssa Jordan Ledard, Bates Lin, Brittany Nicole Little, Katarina Michelle Little, Mackenzie Lizaraga, Erica Elizabeth Lacer, Miranda E. Lohr, Sarah Pearl Lohman, Monica Lomeli Coronado, Kelly Ann Loney, Sonia Elizabeth Long, Caitlin Janae Longoria, Casey Lee Lopez, Edita Bertha Lopez, Erica Janet Lopez, Marissa Josephine Lopez, Natalie A. Lopez, Sarah E. Lopez, Tiffany Lorraine Lopez, Victoria Lynette Lopez, Yaritza Lopez, Marlene Lopez Duarte, Adriana Vanessa Lopez Leanos, Emma Catherine Lorenzo, Jennifer Lorenzo, Kia Cantrell Love, Jill Lovell, Mason Lovey, Ashley Michelle Lohman, Madison Caitlin Lohman, Janice Luan, Isabella Violet Lucas, Jacqueline Nicole Lujan, Miranda Nicole Lukacs, Evelyn Luna, Samantha Lund, Clarissa DeMaurice London, Joshua Dean Lund, Sarah Lupien, Melissa Leanne Luttrell, Carter Lyman, Amanda McClure Lyons, Mary Jane Macken, Natalia Isabel Macias, Xavier Maciel, Anna Lizette Max, Swapnika Rao Madhavaram, Stephen Jalandoni Magat II, Desiree Marie Magnifico, Kimberly Lee McGrady, Shannon Von Majerzik, Ashley Makarovitz, Jessica Maldonado, Rachel Ann Molesky, Sydney Ann Mandeville, Catherine Renee Manetas, Olivia Lee Magnal, Bailey M. Manista, Tyler Phillip Mann, Raquel Ariana Manzanet, Mary Elizabeth Moralo, Maya Martin Bay, Elena Marinelli Frio, Scott Hill Markley, Amy Bree Marquez, Allison Marie Marquez, Rebecca B. Marquez, Zoe Leilania Marquez, Jennifer Antoinette Martin, Julia Amanda Martin, Maximilian Michael Martin, Brian Dufferin Martin, Anna Karina Capati Martinez, Brianna Martinez, Enrique Martinez, Frank Mario Martinez. Kimberly Josette Martinez. Lindsay K. Martinez. Marcella Martinez. Marissa Danielle Martinez. Monikea Yesenia Martinez. Nicole Marie Martinez. Taylor Martinez. Alexis Martinson. Emily Marie Martorana. Melinda Marty. Louis Morrow. Karina N. Massey. Evelyn Mabel Mast. Desiree Marie Mata. Laura W. Matheson. Samantha Miyuki Matsubara. Stacia Matthews. Arish Mawasi. Stacy Marie Maxwell. Isaiah Job May. Melissa Ann May. Luis David Maya. Crystal Colette May. Brianna Ashley Mays. Rachel Leanne Mayfield. Michael Simon McAfee II. Caitlin Claire McAndrews. Tim McBride. Carrie McBryant. Samantha L. McCabe. Kylie Elizabeth McCullough. Aerith McCourt. Carly Jara McEachern. Molly Kincaid McFall. Justine Dina McEdigan. James Thomas McGoldrick. Sophia O'Donnell McGovern. Kayla McGowan. David James McGraw. Annika McHale. Erica Ashley McCamey. Morgan Lee McKellar. Samantha Sage McKinnon. Misty Ann McKnight. Mercedes Elizabeth McLean. Taylor McLean. Samuel McLaren. Miquel Kimberly McLeish. Aubrey Nicole Means. Cassandra Marie Medina. Holly Elizabeth Meese. Jenna Maley. Santya Mera. Desiree Mejia. Frida Giovanni Mendez. Daniela Nicole Mendoza. Andres Francisco Mendoza Mata. Brittany Merrill. Shannon Victoria Merrill. Alyssa Kathleen Migler, B. Oliver Migliori, Daniel Milakovich, Benjamin Lee Miller, Lauren Eddie Miller, Riley Miller, Sydney Renee Miller, Venessa M. Miller, Quentin Allen Milhauser, Emily Elizabeth Milligan, Melchor Ruben Miranda, Pablo Miranda, Jacob Mitchell, Molly Mitchum, Alexander Dylan Mobley, Catherine Marie Mockler, Nicole Mose, Agustina Vera Moifere, Alan Isaac Molina, Veronica Angelica Molina, Rachel Dawn Molzon, Clarissa Monroy, Donetta Montana Cordoba, Aubrey Sierra Montero, Melissa Montgomery, Yasmin Georgina Montiel, Christine Lee Moon, Sarah Elizabeth Moon, Alexandra Mooney, Jamie Lynn Moore, Nicole Michelle Moore, Leslie Arnett Mora, Diego Morales Jr., Joanna Morales, Tristan John Morales, Jacqueline Ellsworth Moran, Mary Morell, Courtney Marie Moreno, Jose A. Moreno, Ashley Morey, Kobe Nicole Morris, Ben R. Morrison, Brittany Mae Morrison, Caitlin Joy Morrow, Robert William Morse, Jonathan Josiah Moses, Clinton Breyer Mosley, Cassandra Ivane Mosqueda, Ashley Ray Moss, Paula Eugenia Mata, Jennifer Nicole Moy, Paige Elizabeth Mueller, Taylor Mullen, Megan Marie Mullenmeister, Elise Fiona Mulligan, Miranda Michelle Munch, Celso Assis Mundo Saez, Taylor Jennifer Murphy, Carly Murray, Rebecca Jane Murray, Xenia Victoria Myers. Rena Rianne Nacarado. Scarlett Olivia Napoli. Grace Ann Nasser. Grant Tyler Navakuku. Paloma Isabel Navarro. Carla Navas. Ariana Lacey Rochelle Neal. Dexter Nabitsi. Ali Day Negrich. Hannah Nelson. Lindsay Marie Nelson. Rochelle Ann Nelson. Denise Lynn Nevarez. Selena Elizabeth Newcomb. Ashton Newman. Rebecca Joanne Newsom. Marissa Eng. Jacqueline Duan Nguyen. Julie Ni Nguyen. Catherine Nguyen. Kelly Kim Nguyen. Trina Nguyen. Stephanie Ann Nichols. Patrick Allen Nobby. Chantel Noble. Kyla Muhan Noble. Madison Taylor Noble. Abigail Judith Nolasco Galvan. Brianna Nicole Moore. Jessica Nuchan. Marisol Noriega. Jen Norris. Daniel Norzea. Jasmine Nossett. Amanda Tyler Novatnak. Andrea Lynn Naubath. Adrian Elise Noyes. Jocelyn Nunez Olmedo. Courtney Lynn Nietre. Nicholas James Oberden. Karen Vanessa Ocampo. Sierra Jane Ochoa. Madison Taylor O'Donnell. Helen Neri Odumbe. Cassandra Ofori.
Mary Jane Marie O'Gara.
Akane Forrest Ogawa. Nicole Miriam Ohana. Aaron N. O'Hara. Demilade Ojomo. Joanna Katarzyna Oko. Nicole Olesnovich. Michael A. Oliver. Peter T. Oliveri. Matthew Olmut. Judith Ann Olson. Chiedozi J. Orji. Suhaila Mizar Ornelas. Alicia Jessica Ortega. Juan Carlos Ortega Jr., Julidani Ortega, Kimberly Ortiz, Elise Lurlane Ottinger, Rebecca Annalie Overmeyer, Kramisha Lakeisha Overton, Brandy Owens, Cordero Owens, Allison Rose Owings, Jonathan Pacheco, Nancy Isel Padilla, Sybil Juliana Florian Page, Sarah Jean Pagenkop, Christian Estuardo Palma, Sarah Palmani, Addison Frederick Palmer, Jody M. Palmer, Sherilyn Panganiban, Vangelis Paraskevas, Christian James Pardo, Caitlin Joy Parent Lou, Rebecca Ann Parisi, Haley Parker, Michaela Parker, Stephen Ray Parker Jr., Zachary Scott Parker, Kayla Larnice Parmer, Alejandra Anaí Parra, Edna Yesenia Parra, Christina A. Parino, Caroline Parrish, Jessica Noel Abonetala Pascual, Nadia Pasanisi Tartala, Julie Dawn Patrick, Kyle Michael Paul, Anna Paulson, Ashley C. Pavlik, Courtney Elizabeth Pierce, Savannah Petchek, Kelly Peterson, Melissa E. Pena, Valeria Stephanie Pena Flores, Yanet Peñalosa, Kristen Lynn Penawill, Catherine Marie Penunary, Jessica Marie Peralta, Bailey Allison Peraza, Adriana Patricia Perea, Galissa Paraboom, Ashley Melissa Perez, Emily Ann Perez, Janelle Perez, Luis C. Perez Cortez, Ana Martina Perez Salas, Fabiola Aisha Perez Del Ro, Noel Austin Perry, Sabrina Marie Perry, Jessica Alexis Pesca, Grace Annabelle Pestridge, Brooke Ellen Peters, Cassandra Peters, Christina Elizabeth Peters, Isaiah M. Peters, James Peterson, Lindsay Peterson, Stephanie Peterson, Lisa Nicole Petrucciello, Christina L. Pettengill, Hannah Elizabeth Pugh, Angela Marie Pham, Michelle E. Nee Pham, Shelby Danielle Piano, Caitlin M. Picard, Sandy Picasso, Danielle Lee Piccolo, Niels Peepgrass, Alyssa Cruz Pierce, Ulepanyuan Bo Pintong, Xenia Pitos, Robert Joseph Pisano, Michelle Renee Pluguez, Arthur William Plummer, Denise Ponce, Jonathan Javier Ponce, Alrea Jasmine Molinao Pontanares, Lisiane Pooch, Genesis Popaka, Megan Popovich, DeJuan Dupree Porter, Carol Renee Porter, Marley Elizabeth Potter, Julian Pooley, Audrey Pouliot, Fabio Alberto Prado, Ashley Savannah Price, Victoria Lee Price, Regina Prieto, Krista Janae Prophet, Megan Marie Pruitt, Kylie Elizabeth Prusek, Catherine Prusiter, Kalina April Prisbala, Stephanie Jacqueline Puerto Matute, Kimberly Nicole Pugmire, Elena Puig, Corey Vishwanath Pulianda, Haley Y. Pultz, Cassidy Taylor Purcell, Rachel Perganen, Xue Chiao, Maurice Samuel Queirolo, Scott Jeffrey Quillen, Miriam Ramawi, Garishma Ramani, Kelly Johnson Ramella, Maria Eugenia Ramirez, Marissa Francine Ramirez, Dante Ramos, Malina Aseret Ramos, Sabrina Marie Ramos, Sarah Marie Ramsbacher, Nicole Renee Randall, Claire Elizabeth Rakovitz, Steffi Reed, Lauren Reese, Robin Reeves, Sidelia Rigo, Stephanie Alice Ryder, Dina Reyna, Elizabeth Alexander Rhea, Sahara Rice, Leslie Marie Rich, Kayla Ashley Richardson, Isabella Sabrina Ritchie, Kyle Trevor Richter, Brittany Ann Reininger, Gabriella Ann Rios, Stacy Rippey, Daniela Yasmin Rivas Villagran, Joshua Ricardo Rivera, Yuri Marlene Rivera, Xenia Lizeth Rivera, Caitlin Marie Robinson, Marlena Lucille Robinson, Mauricio Rocha Jr., Susan Renee Rodehaver, Jacob Eli Rodriguez, Jenny Nguyen Rodriguez, Catherine Lynn Rodriguez, Pamela Delmar Rodriguez, Uriha Adriana Rodriguez, Kenya Rodriguez Iglesias, Jose Ramon de Jesus Rodriguez Nuno, Laura Nicole Rorich, Bianca Veronica Rogg, Brady Renee Rogers, Kara Dan Rogers, Mercedes Rogers, D'Amico Andrea Roll, Widlin Katiana Romaine, Bree Roman, Megan Marie Romansky, Aaron Romero, Jennifer Eileen Romley, Madeline Renee Root, Alyssa Shea Rosales, Jaden Jonathan Rosas, Genesis Rosendo, Curtis Michael Ross Sr., Angela Michelle Roth, Devin Harris Roethlisberger, Alexandria Violet Rao, Cassandra Dunsmore Rowley, Kylie Michelle Rousel, Alexandra Nicole Rosan, Leah Elizabeth Rubin, Daphna Rubenstein, Denise Amy Rubio, Melissa E. Rudd, Alyssa Christine Ruiz, Arlene Maria Ruiz Calderon, Mackenzie Elizabeth Ruth, Amanda Rutherford, Kunde Grace Urwizi, Michael Anthony Sacconi Jr., Chelsea Nicole Sainsbury, Daniel Marie Alice St. Louis, Noelle Marie Sakaue, Amanda Fami Salame, Maricela Salas, Jason Javier Salcido, Marley H. Saleh, Alexandra Nicole Salkeld, Emily V. Salarday, Darlene Elizabeth Salmon, Kristen Mitchell Samuels, Alexia Marcela Sanchez, Amber Nicole Sanchez, Eliana Marie Sanchez, Crystal Lee Sanchez, Lisbeth Arlene Sanchez, Sabrina Nicole Sandberg, Brady Lynn Sanders, Brianna Denise Sanders, Maria Crystal Santana, Abigail Santos, Juliana Sanudo, Samantha Rianne Saporito, Virginia Carolina Sarabia, Lauren Sash, Jamie Catherine Sauls, Marquetta Shanita Savage, Jacqueline Seville, Adam Christopher Scales, Daniel Abraham Shack, Emily Claire Schaller, Sarah Matheson Scheller, Morgan Yvonne Shank, Aaron Sherba, Jessica A. Schertz, Lisa A. Schiefert, Jessica Ann Schmidt, Madison L. Schmidt, Brittany Schroeder, Charisse Marie Schubert, Jennifer L. Schulte, Jason Allen Scott, Kevin Ralston Scott, Benjamin Scragg, Bonnie Sears, Lauren Michelle Sedgwick, Rudero Segbayaya, Christine Lynn Sellers, Heather Brianne Sellers, Jessie Renee Selstad, Catherine Taylor Senator, Laura Serafino, Madison Jane Settle, Timothy Zane Schaefer, Priyal Nirav Shah, Askik Shaljian, Rhiannon Sierra Shanley, Helene Bialik Shapiro, Jacob Anthony Shaw, Connolly Sherwood, Ran Shi, Yue Shi, Kinya Shinigawa, Taylor Nicole Shirahama, Mary S. Schlita, Jacqueline L. Shoemaker, Susan Camille Schupman, Kyle Jared Shryak, Ethan Paul Siegler, Luis Sierra, Yvette Regalado Sierra, Jill Denise Seiler, Megan Ann Silva, Jordan Lynn Simon, Haley Adele Simpson, Alyssa Jamie Sinakori, Janine Sike, Chelsea Slaughterbeck, Brittany Pei-Ting Slaughter, Alyssa Morgan Sleaford, Ashley Jordan Smith, Bridget Lynn Smith, Courtney Taylor Spivak Smith, Hiram Hydrick Smith, Maggie A. Smith, Rebecca Lynn Smith, Tiffany E. Smith, Adam Snyder,
Gina So,
Daniela Solis, Maria Cristina Castro Solitaria, Matthew Jeffrey Soloway, Jasmine Song, Isabella Soria, Deborah Carolina Soto, Matthew Michael Spalding, Brianna Danielle Spencer,
Tara Elizabeth Rose Sperry,
Tanner Spoden, Nicholas J. Spooner, Ashley Nicole Squire, Allison Standiford, Isabella Stankey, Abigail Standley, Rosa Stanlake, Victoria Stoffager, Sarah Rose Stern Snyder, Erica A. Stiegel, Wendy Stemmons, Corey J. Stevens, Madison Faith Stevens, Ashley Stevens, Michelle Yang Stevens, Michael D. Stewart, Pamela J. Stewart, Catherine Stockwell, Kathy Jewel Stover, Abigail E. Strait, Lindsay Marie Strauya, Diana Cristina Suarez, Irina Suarez, Shane Sudsbury, Sabrina Sugar, Megan Kelly Sullivan, Tracy Lynn Sullivan, Sarah Lynn Suloff, Casey Summers, Kaylee Stevie Sorrell, Kayla Justine Swain, Alexandria Elizabeth Swears, Morgan Ashley Sweet, Dorinda S. Swinney, Wendy Lee Chun Seto, Charles Thomas Taggart, Kylie Ann Tahakshian, Nicole Caitlin Ty, Emma Talley, Catherine M. Talley, McKenna Annette Talley, Bridget Loriah Talsalt, Andrea Sarai Tamayo, Christine Nicole Tanner, Vincenzo Michelangelo Tanza, Jessica Jo Tarbett, Shayna Lynn Taylor, Devin Christopher Taylor, Kristen Taylor, Paula Mae Taylor, Samantha Alexandra Taylor, Gabriel Noel Tacaro, Michaela Reina Tejera, Mia Ashley Tanigia, Ashley Nicole Tennyson, Takeshi Tarada, Sarah Abigail Terpstra, Nico Vincent Torito, Monica Terzic, Alexa E. Thomas, Deontay Tyrone Thomas, Janae Nichelle Thomas, Elizabeth Thompson, Melissa Thompson, Samantha Thompson, Julie Elizabeth Thompson, Casey Thornton, Wilson Douglas Thorpe, Rachel Lee Thune Brial, Kelsey Thurman, Therese Socorro Tichon, Perla Tico, Elizabeth Terrado, Pandora Eve Toe, Meredith Tobler, Stephen R. Todd, Dorana M. Toki, Caitlin Marie Tamari, Ariana Torres, Diana Elizabeth Torres, Janet Ortega Torres, Corina Torres Chavez, Patricia Torres Peña, Jennifer Townshend, Andrea Jane Trafford, Nadine Anna Tran, Sarah Quinn Ann Tran, Corinne V. Traub, Catherine Trentacosta, Catherine Triggs, Jennifer Michelle Trinker, Shannon Delaney Tropsa, Megan Troxel Deeg, Crystal Eliza Trujillo, Jason Tsai, Hao Yu Tsao, Cassidy Page Tse, Hiromi Tsuboi, Stephanie Uentu, Amanda Lee Tucker, Noelle Tucker, Emmanuel Turks, Gabrielle Megan Turner, Daniel Leroy Turpin, Benjamin Corey Tusha, Laura Haruko Tviet, Reagan Sierra Ubale, Jalen Ung, Jamie Ranell Upshaw, Autumn Nicole Urbigkit, Cambria Ann Urgola, Claudia Inez Uribe, Bergen Irk, Catherine Sarita Ueno, Niraja Vedya, Alejandra Valdez, Carlos Antonio Valdez Jr., Shirley Valdez Mariscal, Alexa Noemi Valencia, Andrea Valencia, Diana Gabriela Valencia, Jennifer Olivo Valencia Garcia, Natasha Nicole Valencia Robledo, Destiny Alexa Valenzano, Lauren Susan Valle, Rachel Taylor Van Dyke, Tyler Paul Van Dyke, Ashley E. Van Horn, Emily A. Van Wagner, Colleen Van Stone, Fabian Luis Vargas, Chelsea Vo, Olivia Taziana Vecchiaco, Jesus Adrian Vega Valdez, Ricardo Vela, Desiree G. Velarde, Alicia Celeste Velasquez, Michelle Cristina Velez Martinez, Sarai Velez Toledo, Maria Vera, Latina Brianna Vergara, Kristen Verena, Oliver Christian Vishian, Dylan Jacob Vickers, Michelle Anaí Vidal, Trent Patrick Vieira, Maria Guadalupe Villalobos, Tiffany Jane Vialta, Elisa Villan Morales, Lauren Elise Villarreal, Shania Shannon Bowler, Carla Michelle Von Quintus, Lin Huang Vu, Taylor Christian Wade, Heather Lynn Wadsworth, Brittany Ann Wagner, Nora Christine Wagner, Whitney Wagner, Wendy Wakefield, Kayleen Brianna Walden, Lauren Walker, Takesha Walls, Alexandra Walsh, Sydney Walsh, Thomas John Walters, Xingye Huang, Kaylee Ward, Ariana Warlick, Melissa Christine War, Eric Darnell Warren Jr., Lorinda Warren, Jessica Washington, Matthew Logan Waters, Catherine Nicole Watkins, Elizabeth Watts, Julie Wah, Wyatt Wanaka, Colin Joel Weaver, Dakota Webb, Taylor LaFoon Webb, Rosalind D. Weber, Laureen Wedderburn, Samantha Barbara Weeman, Jordan Bourne Widener, Jonathan Gibson Welch, Matthew Gerard Wellner, Jacqueline Noel Wells, Delaney Welsh, Haley Werner, Mia Lynn Iris Wessels, Caitlin Elizabeth Whaley, Serena Michelle Wheatley, Dakota Shanae White, Mackenzie Andrea White, Elizabeth Grace Whited, Marissa Suzanne Whitey, Nathaniel David Witten, Julie Marilyn Wagner Wiggins, Alyssa Marie Wigton, Andrea Wilbur, Adrian D. Williams, Courtney Alexander Williams, Courtney Danielle Williams, Jacqueline Odessa Williams, Joseph Gerald Bernard Williams, Leslie Williams, Selena Rochelle Williams, Tamika N. Williams, Valerie Williamson, Brittany Simone Willis, Ryan Thomas Wilson, Valerie Ann Wilson, Anthony Scott Wing, Braden Morgan Wing, Michelle Lynn Wintrich, Margaret Louise Whipper, Brooke Anna Wise, Courtney Elizabeth Withers, Brittany Witherspoon, Angelica Voyevodka, Susanna Junyan Wang, Tracy Wong, Peyton Lanier Woodall, Brooke Alexis Wright, Mi Wu, Andrea Wolfsberg, Marcy A. Yanez, Riam Yassin, Kevin I. Ibarra, Jin Jungmi Yi, A. Saba Yosef, Sammy Joe Yunes, Rukaya Sabrine Young, Albra Yusuf, Ashley K. Yawes,
Amber G. Yu,
Sarah Nicole Zakari, Danielle Nicole Zach, Cynthia Elizabeth Zambrano, Robert Zaragoza, Angel de Moctezuma Guerrero Muñoz Zaraga, Carmen Teresa Zavala, Jory Zeal, Xi Zhang, Shuang Zhang, Run Zhuang, Stephanie Sue Zieski, Sami Suauer, Cynthia Fiorella Zuen.
Congratulations to all of our graduates and the newest members of the world's most important profession. As we approach the end of our ceremony, we'll take a moment to hear from the woman whose passion for education gave this college its name. We'll also hear from a few of our donors whose investment in our students and innovation in education has helped us prepare the educators we celebrate today. To our graduates, we hope your time here with us at Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College inspires you to carry your own passion for education forward into the next chapter of your lives. Congratulations again to all of our graduates and to the family and friends who have supported them. Thank you all for joining us.
Ira and Mary Lou Fulton have long been extraordinary supporters of ASU. The university's schools of engineering and education bear the Fulton name, but Mary Lou Fulton knew where her priorities resided.
I believe that you can just get engineers all day long because they're out there and they're wonderful, but if you don't teach them when they're young, you're not going to get any engineers.
Mary Lou Henson was born in 1933. Her life was intimately connected to the life and growth of the state and community she loved and to which she offered so much.
I had to walk almost a mile to school every day for 9 years. I remember Miss McDowell, Mrs. Nutter, Mrs. Sunquist was my principal. I had to go see her once. I hit somebody over the head with my lunchbox because he called me a bad name. And I hit him with my lunchbox and had the thermos in it too, but it was empty. I didn't plan to go to college. My mom and dad didn't go to college.
But Mary Lou did. While attending ASU in 1953, she met this Ira guy her friends had told her about. He was a football player. He had a nice car. He seemed to be in perpetual motion. This did not immediately impress Mary Lou's mother.
The screen door, he let it just go wham. My mother said, oh, for heaven's sakes. But then, you know, he smiled at her and she saw how great he was.
That smile raised a question in Mary Lou's mind. Were those teeth real?
My goodness, that story. My cousin Bill worked there and I said, get some licorice and put it in his mouth and pull real hard. And if he's got false teeth, it'll show. And so he did that and they didn't come out. He came back and he said, it didn't come out. Those are his real teeth.
Ira and Mary Lou married in 1954. And while Ira set out to make his way in the business world, Mary Lou raised their children. But there was one important bit of unfinished business.
I decided that if I went back to school that I would go to finish, and I did. I kept at it until it was finished. We've got to have good teachers first. Then we can have music people, engineer people, doctors, lawyers. I believe that the teachers are the best. They're the ones that work the hardest.
Where the boats are wallows, raise their arms on high, praying strength for brave tomorrows from the western sky, where eternal mountains kneel as sunsets gay. Here we hail the alma mater, Arizona State.
Congratulations to the class of 2021.